put up an old bottle of water and all, and then they put sheets over it. Oh, sorry, all right then. Hello, Helen. All right. They put sheets all over it and left it in the yard. And sadly along came the Grim Reaper, as it does, and the brothers died. And of course the fences all went up for auction, and they found this engine underneath it just a few years ago. What we call a barn find. Well, you just didn't find engines. Wow! Oh, sorry, I keep getting bits of information passed to me. Sorry, the asides. Yeah, a barn find. Well, you stopped finding engines in barns years ago in hedgerows. People started putting them out and restoring them. But this was only back in about 2017-18. And it was driven, it was amazingly, because they filled it all up with all engine oil and that, covered it in a sheet, stopped it all going rusty. Somebody I know, a good engineer, he, known to the Coppards, he just rebuilt the chimney and put some patches in the firebox, and they steamed it home, which is quite amazing. It's been standing all those years. Built in 1918, standing for about 50 years in a yard and steamed home and brought out about 100 years later. And here it is today in its original condition. No tarting up with fancy lining or a brass band. Nothing wrong with that, but they've kept it as it was rescued,
And its claim to fame is that it actually rolled the road of the old original Wembley Stadium. Not the honey glass and wonderful thing we've got up there now. This was the old original one with the two towers. It actually rolled the road. And when they were trying to demolish that building, for nostalgia reasons, this engine went back up there and was parked and run up and down the road that it actually rolled when it was brand new. Built by Avon Accordance again down in Kent, a very extensively running engine in the south of England. And I don't think I've ever seen this one go on a low load, but it's driven to every event.
In the programme, which we want to do, but we might have to postpone that till later because we've got engines and things in the arena like the buses that we shouldn't have. And the width of engine is about the nearest we've got to a race because the engines do run down the arena at speed and we don't want anything else in the arena that should be in here in the wrong place. And so we decided that we're going to do a slow race and perhaps something else afterwards. So Adrian's going to organise the engines that are going to stay in the arena.
Well, if we tried running that one at the moment, with a rather expensive pieces of machinery, particularly this lovely one that's riding on.
In fact, it means that in our case, it means that the safety bells are feathering. The steam is just beginning to come through the safety bells, which means that you've got full pressure in the boiler, and the safety belts are just what it says on the tin, literally. Their safety. When it gets to full pressure, the excess steam comes out through the safety valves. So that's why you hear the hissing in the background. Anyway, Ebenezer is a Hebrew in the Bible, worker of stone. That's the Hebrew translation, very roughly, and I'm sure a gentleman from that faith will come and put me right. But it was owned by Cobden and Wakeling, who were a firm of road builders of the Jewish faith. They owned the engine in 1924, and its claim to fame was, we've all got the big stadium now, the big football stadium, Wembley. But of course, the original stadium was built back then in 1934, and the famous Wembley Road that led to the stadium was built at the same time, and this was one of the engines that actually built that road. So if you went up the Great White Way, I believe that's what it's called, to Wembley, you'd be walking along the road that in the 1920s, early 30s, was rebuilding the road around what the first Wembley Stadium. Western signals the end, if you like, of the original steam train. Always traditional to roll whistles at once. I should have warned you by now because put your hands over your kids' ears. But no, I was just talking about pensioner, which spent his entire life in this county. And it's a task for any, of course. What more can I say? It was rescued from Nines Nurseries down in near West Ham, where it was being used for soil sterilisation, just stationary, making steam to pump the steam through the soil, a very ecological way of sterilising soil, getting rid of all the stuff that you normally use pesticides on.
Yeah, I know.
maintained, they're as safe as any modern ride, but that takes a bit of work in itself. And of course all the lorries belong to them, they're all vintage lorries as well, they're all dated. And they've been to in the whole time that we've been shut down. And they've only ever missed one last year. And they didn't, just to show the continuity, see them back today with their rides. And it's lovely to see the rides working in the background as they are at the moment. They come from Bristol in Kent, and it's called Lucy, and it was used at Ponty Creek, used Durban District Council, used by them until 1962. Note that the correct use by was probably six. C equals C. Durban District Council used by them until 1962. Normal preservation, all by Stuart. Now Stuart Gate, the big roller coaster, is a big difference. There isn't one of the famous rides that they've got to be on, at least one. Completely the opposite, the right, this locomotive, this what is the thing, only goes about 6 miles an hour. But the thing is, today is Stuart Gaines' birthday, so I think the whistles were in honour of Stuart Gaines, who's had that engine since 2001, and he's here today, and it's Stuart's birthday. If anybody wants to give Stuart Gaines an extra whistle, feel free to do so. Good, lovely. So, right, I'm going to speak to, I don't know where we Jim Hatfield while we're waiting. Mobiles and medicine stuff. Now you think that was, you've seen them all over the place now, they're everywhere, and they always have done, right back to my young days, and these are things called agitators, where they fix the concrete on site and agitated it as it went along. But this was the first, as far as we know in this country, the idea was imported in America, the local steel filing company, I believe. What was the year?
1930, April 29th, 1930. Prince Mary first mobile phone.
And you've had this for quite a time, but he went on to work for Wilmington then, because they had a huge job, didn't they? They made a lot of their money after the war, clearing the bomb sites of London and laying new foundations, as far as I know.
Yes, we have a photograph of the wagon during the war building Gloucester Aircraft Factory as a stack. Also before the war they built the Mills Exhibition Centre, now demolished. After the war, there were many photographs of it building road. I have got further photographs of it in construction work in the 1950s.
Went right on through, and mainly, but the thing that we were talking about is that, just to say, when the concrete mixer arrives on site, it's mixing rather than taking tonk along at 30 mile an hour, which was 10 mile an hour faster than the speed limit for a lorry at the time.
Limits at the time was actually 12 miles an hour.
12.
So they were doing 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. This one,
My son was acting as a stoker. He couldn't keep up with you, and he said, Chip drove that like a man possessed, he said.
it's a very nice wagon, Jupiter. Being a tractor, it's got bags of power, it's on pneumatics, and joy of joy in Jupiter, it has a water gauge on the tanks, so you know how much water you've got.
You've got a fair way on the tank of water, won't you, actually?